This is Eagle Owl, and today we're gonna talk about a little of everything to Landon Dickerson struggles to I believe y'all hating on Kelee Ringo. I think he had a good game. To AJ Brown, to Jalen Hurts. We got a lot to talk about, but let's get straight into it. All right, man, before we get into the meat and potatoes of this video, we gotta say a prayers for Okoronkwo. He hurt his triceps, I believe, and it looked like he's going to be out for the season. So we lose another edge rusher. Bad enough, I haven't been a fan of the edge rushing group. Like, they just can't get any pressure. The last thing we need to do is lose another guy. Does this mean Zizo Jalari get a shot? I don't know, but we lose another guy. Honestly, I'm not the type of guy that calls for big trades too much. This time, yeah, we might need a big trade, man. So again, prayers up for him. Hopefully he gets well. Hopefully it's nothing too serious. But according to Jeff McClain, look like, it might be out for the season. More testing is coming, but he suffered a severe injury during the Bucks game. All right, so let's get into the next thing. I'm going to talk about Landon Dickerson just a little bit. Let's go over his numbers. It's just been absolutely atrocious, but I've been trying to avoid this, but we got to talk about it. So this is his pass pro. Landon Dickerson, week 1. These are his grades. 39.9. Week 2, 56.1. Week 3, 47.5. Week 4, 40.5. And I get it. We've been messing with some good defensive tackles, to the Chris Jones, to the Via Veda, and all those guys. But at the end of the day, do I believe Landon Dickerson is still hurt? Absolutely, I believe that. But at the same time, when I look out on the field and when I'm watching the game, I see number 69, Landon Dickerson, and he's playing like pure ass. Like, he just don't look good in the pass pro, man. I mean, Jalen Hurts just don't have the same pass protection, and Saquon Barkley just don't have the same run lanes. Now, I could go in on Kevin Patullo, but that's just player execution. Like, you got to block well for the play to develop, and if Landon Dickerson is looking like ass, I'm telling you, man, I'm a fan of put him on IR, let Fred Johnson or somebody just sub in for him, let him take 4 or 5 weeks off, come back probably after the bye. Because these next 4 games, I won't say easy, but they winnable. You play the Giants twice this month. Play the Giants twice. I don't really see a real threat in Denver. I mean, they okay, but we should be able to beat them. Then the Vikings just don't have an offense, in my personal opinion. So you should be able to beat them as well. Like, if Landon need to take a IR 4 weeks off, I would say this is the best time to do it now. Because these numbers and the production I see, it's not good. It's not good at all. So, Landon, you got to get well, man. But before we get into the next topic, let's shout out the show sponsor, Profit X. So, Profit X is a new peer-to-peer sports exchange where you could play against other fans and not the house. That means better lines and even a chance to set your own odds. Just download the app, use promo code EAGLEAL, and you get 1.5% in Profit X cashback within your first 30 days, up to $200. Again, promo code EAGLEOwl, download the app, and you get the benefits of using my code. And as you look at the games here, so right now I'm recording this on a Monday night, so these games are currently live. Prayers up for Tyreek. I definitely seen that. That was gruesome. But let's go to the Thursday game, since that's the game coming up. And the Rams and 49ers. I like the Rams in this, and I actually like the over in this. So again, shout out to the show sponsor, Profit X, and let's get back into the video. All right, so let's just keep it on the offense, right? So let's talk about Jalen Hurts a little bit. So I've been surfacing Twitter because I want to see what's going on with Jalen Hurts, what's going on with the offense. And a lot of people been pointing out it's a specific. According to Anthony DeBona, did Jalen Hurts suffer a concussion on this play? So before the hit, he was 15 and 19 for 130 passing yards and 2 touchdowns, 6 carries for 54 yards. After the hit, 0-5, no passing yards, and 3 carries for 8 yards. Now, I won't use that as an excuse. Was the play calling different in the second half just in general? Absolutely. But there were some throws that Jalen Hurts made. And I'm like, I don't get it. I don't understand it. But in the second half, we mainly tried to go to A.J. Brown. Like, we was just giving him Manuel Acho, shout out to him. Like, here, damn passes. Like, we just trying to give it to him. So, yes, the play calling was a tad bit different. But Jalen Hurts' accuracy, to me, was a little off after that hit. But again, it could just be excuses. I don't know. But he could have been concussed. I mean, he did take a hit to the shoulder, but his head hit the turf. So I don't know. That been a debate. Should the refs picked up the flag? I don't know. But what I do know, the numbers back me up far as before the hit and after the hit. But it's a lot of factors into that. The play calling, again, the first half and second half was night and day. And then Jalen Hurts playing from the first half and the second half was night and day. So I don't really know, but he was in the blue tent for a minute and he was clear to go out and play. So maybe that's just an excuse. I don't know. All right. But again, keep it on the offense. Let's talk about A.J. Brown. So A.J. Brown, to me, he knew what he was doing with this tweet because now it's going to another level. So Jeff McClain put out there is that message wasn't like meant for him, like wanting to be traded, this, that, and the third. It was more meant for someone in the building. So it was only 3 people I could think of. One, Jalen Hurts. We know him and Jalen Hurts been having a little tit for tat, at least last year. I'm not sure what's going on this year. Second guy, Nick Sirianni, because Nick Sirianni is the head coach. Is A.J. Brown complaining to the head coach about the play calling? I don't know. But last but certainly not least, it could be for Kevin Patullo because Kevin Patullo is the OC. Kevin Patullo is the one giving the message like we're going to be more aggressive, this, that, and the third. And first half, again, I was impressed. Second half was not. We just need a complete game. But at the end of the day, we making it about A.J. Brown. But when you look at the offense in general, terrible. Saquon Barkley don't have a 100-yard game. Devontae Smith didn't get no targets, no catches in the second half. So did Dallas Goedert. So a lot of these people are suffering in this offense, in this offensive play calling. Not just A.J. Brown. A.J. Brown is the loudest, but it's a lot of guys. I mean, I didn't even mention Jahad Dotson. Do he still even play for the Eagles? Like, he's not getting any targets or catches at all. Mechie even getting more involved than Jahad Dotson. So we got to fix this offense ASAP and get it together. Simple as that. But let's speak of the unit that got it together. Let's go to that defensive side. I mean, man, I got to start with Jalen Carter. Jalen Carter says something that will make him a captain in the future, in my personal opinion. And let me play this clip.
A little more anxiety-ridden than it needed to be at the end of the game, but the importance of getting this big win on the road, no matter what it looked like at the end of the game.
Oh, yeah, it's big. At the end of the day, I just said this in my head. I'd rather, have a bad game with a dub than have 6 sacks with a loss, So at the end of the day, you see everybody smile. They over there doing the shadow boxing, Saquon, and them, it just smiles on people's faces. And that's what I'd rather have than, trying to just do solos out there. I'd rather play as a team and, we eat off each other.
That's what makes you a captain. He's saying, look, I'd rather win and have no impact on the game than lose to have like 6-7 sacks in the game and have a historic game. So his mindset is winning, winning, winning. And I love it. I love that for the team. I love that mindset for all the players. I know people who looked at that and I read the comments like, oh, A.J. Brown, you see, this is the approach you have to take. But from a business perspective, if your numbers not adding up and we're winning, I'm telling you, man, these owners and stuff will use it against you. So sometimes I try to look at it through the player's lens. Like, okay, A.J. Brown contract comes up. He have 800-900 yards and we win the Super Bowl, whatever. Or he have 5 400 yards and we win the Super Bowl, and he asked for a re-up on his money, Jeffrey Lurie, and I'm going to look at him like he crazy. Like, we won without you. Why should we pay you this money? And that's what happened in these contract games. Look what happened with Micah Parsons. It's like, bro, we not even winning. Why should we sign you? And mind you, he been a generational talent for the Cowboys at the edge rushing group, but they decided to trade him away because they wasn't winning. Whereas though us, we are winning, but if the players, they feel like they can move them and we can still win regardless, that's exactly what the team's going to do. But I like this mindset as well about the wins. So, I mean, business perspective, I get why players love stats. And as a fan perspective, I get why us fans and even the players love strictly winning. So I completely understand both sides. I know some fans take one side and some fans take the other. I understand both sides. All right, so let's talk about the 3 cornerbacks. I'm talking about 3. Quinyon Mitchell, Cooper DeJean, and Kelee Ringo. And let's start with Kelee Ringo, right? Kelee Ringo, I went back and watched that game. Y'all just some haters. Y'all some haters. I thought Kelee Ringo had a really good game. And these were the numbers of Kelee Ringo being targeted, PBUs, and stuff like that. Kelee Ringo in his first start this year was targeted 3 times, allowed 1 reception for 8 yards and the PBU. Now, were there some missed tackles? Sure, but Bucky Irvin is hard to get down. I mean, Zach Bond missed a tackle. Who else? I believe even like Jahad Campbell. A couple guys missed a tackle on Bucky Irvin. He's hard to bring down, man. But, you know, Kelee Ringo, he's the guy this year that everybody hate. It is what it is. But to me, he had a game where I could look at like, okay, he can be this starter. I mean, do we have a CB2 that's really standing out? Not really, but I thought Kelee Ringo played fine. I think y'all just hate him for whatever reason. But let's talk about the top 2 cornerbacks in this league, man. So Cooper DeJean and Quinyon Mitchell versus the Bucks. Targeted 18 times, allowed 7 receptions for 52 yards, 4 PBUs, a passing rating of 47. I mean, the 2 were elite. And Cooper DeJean open field tackling, and this is why we won't move him to the outsides, because the way he hit, he's like an extra linebacker, but in a DB's body. So Cooper DeJean is just a beast. Quinyon's a beast. I heard what Quinyon said with John Clark, like he just don't fear nobody.
Tristan Wirfs comes over, jumps on him, and then you're getting in. Congratulations, getting the win in your home state.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Who it is, who he's going up against. And I love that. But yeah, man, I wish Kelee Ringo was that guy, like really that guy. Then you can have a dynamic trio. But so far, what I've seen from Kelee Ringo, honestly, there's really no reason to put him on the bench once Adoree Jackson come back. Again, I like what I've seen from Kelee Ringo. Let's see if we could do it again. But that's all I got for you guys today. Hey, man, what do you think and how do you feel? Defense, offense. Am I coming up with excuses for the offense with Jalen Hurts? A.J. Brown, is it a big deal, or is A.J. Brown being A.J. Brown? Landon Dickerson, again, the trio in the cornerbacks. But this is EAGLEAL. I'm out.